Dawson, Matthew and I. We got the afternoon off. Matthew got off early, and I do a split shift this time of year. But it's open house, so we're gonna head into the post office here and check it out. I guess they got a barber pole. I don't need a barber shop. Hi there.
How's it going?
Good.
Welcome.
Open house today, eh?
Open house, that's it. Yep, come on in.
All right, well, I think some people forgot their mail.
I don't have to start coming back for it.
Yeah. Ooh, it's dark up here. Your eyes will have to adjust. Oh my. Ooh. We're in the attic.
Oh, never been in the attic.
Wow. That's that round window. This room up here. Wow. Is this ever cool? Look at this. Huh. And it goes higher, Matthew. Watch that little hole. Oh my.
Oh, I didn't know. What's up there?
Huh. I don't think the camera will catch it, but we'll try. Here's some old electrical distribution, I guess. And that was the post office. Now we're going to head over to the Dawson Daily News.
Are you here for doors open?
Yeah, we want to check the building out.
Locals or visiting?
Working local for the summer. Dan.
Dan?
Yeah.
Nice
Dan.
to meet you. Raphael.
Raphael, nice to meet you.
Matthew. Want to come in?
So yeah, we'll go in for sure.
All right. That for you?
Thank you.
So Dawson City News, eh?
What year was this building built?
It
Dawson
was
Daily News.
1910 that they moved in.
Okay.
But the newspaper first published was 1899, so it was already publishing for 11 years.
Okay, cutters.
The old one versus the more modern day one. So the paper would be here, and then the letters for printing on this side.
Okay.
To get the wheel going, and then you could make it work with your foot.
Wow.
So they would put little blocks with the
Letters.
words.
You can have a
and-
look over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And every press.
I think they'd switch them out.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Let's go take a look at the letters.
I wasn't expecting to see like all these old machinery.
So
Yeah.
you can see here, there's
Okay.
the letter M, and
In whatever font.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, some of these are so
Wow.
tiny. There's your eyes, super skinny,
Huh.
of course. Yeah.
And they would place them all out and then,
I mean, so you've got all your different sizes.
okay.
All this had
Wow.
to be stamped from something like this.
Placed
Those are
in
actually
and
so they're-
pressed, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. Yeah, they like formatted it all and then just pressed it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Now you can do all that on your phone
Yeah, on
Hey?
your phone.
with more font and
I was like, no one's no
Wild.
like young enough to come in and be like, "What's a newspaper?"
oh yeah, yeah,
Soon.
give it a little bit longer.
yeah. Many young people haven't seen like phone books.
Oh, I
telephone
explained what a
books.
phone book is.
Yeah.
Too. Oh,
Yeah.
someone said, "Oh,
City directory, like yeah.
I had it was a kid I was looking after. Someone said, "Oh, I'll look it up in Yellow Pages," and later on she's like, "What's Yellow?"
All right. There's a copy of a paper there. Okay. Well,
Enjoy the
thank
rest
you
of the
very
tour.
much, Raphael.
Of course.
This is Klondike Motors, the old gas station. Check that out. And the gas for less sign, I like that sign. Across the street, you got the Midnight Sun Hotel, Penguin Club. Across there is the Dawson School of Arts. And behind there is an old library that's now the Masonic Hall. I'll keep going straight. The red building over there is the downtown hotel where you go do the tow. Yeah. Yukon School of Visual Arts. This big yellow building is the Yukon School of Visual Arts. Yukon University. The KTM company. KTM
Yeah, I always wondered what's
company has opened. Across the street from the KTM company is the Westminster Hotel. Westminster Hotel is one of the oldest, longest running hotels in in the Dominion of Canada at the time. And yeah, established 1898. There's the tower, it says Tavern, that's known as the Pit. It's a bar that opens at like 9 a.m. and closes at like 3 a.m. Enter at rear, are you sure? Is that what it is? Okay. So, we got some dogs there. How are you? Oh, pretty good. We're just traveling around on our afternoon off. Yeah.
You want to take a look?
Yeah, we'll take a quick look.
Nice and cool in here.
Now, I do want to make the Red Feather Saloon too, so.
Oh, well, we still have time.
Oh, there's still yeah.
Yes. Well, you can have.
And I got to get back to work for 3.
You can have as long or as short a look as you like.
All right.
I'll just give you a quick introduction. This started off as a warehouse in 1899 and is now still a warehouse, but for Parks Canada artifacts that need cooling. So this is a climate-controlled warehouse. We have
Feel it.
3. We have one in Bear Creek, out of town. We have the Dawson Daily News, and we have this one. These are for
Okay.
objects that need a little bit more care.
Okay.
We have over 250,000 artifacts in our collection here in Dawson,
Wow.
so we need somewhere to put it and take care of it. So
Okay.
we've picked a few of these here that have come from various buildings, from various places, all sort of within the time frame of gold rush to the early 1900s. We are not allowed to touch anything. You can open drawers, but please don't touch anything. If you do want to look through the photo album, you can use some gloves. But otherwise, you can have a look and just
Okay.
take yourself back to the past.
All right. We'll check that out.
Okay, and if you
Check
have
some
any
things out.
questions, you feel free to ask.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
The White Horse artifact.
Do we?
The White Horse calendar.
Oh, well. We're not isolationists.
No. It would have been things. from
There's
all
an
over
old
the world.
dress.
So they found that dress at Ruby's place had a little bit of a makeover in the last
Okay.
couple of years. And they just found that in the walls, the dress, I guess, of one of the girls.
Oh.
perhaps.
Okay.
Why it was in the wall, we don't know. But as they were kind of fixing up the interior, they found it. So this is our latest acquisition or find. From
Wow.
about 1918, 19, from just a few years ago.
Okay. Nice. I had the pleasure of getting into Ruby's
Yeah.
last year.
Okay, and it's open
Yeah.
today as well for a thing here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy your day.
You, Willie.
Now is that a backpack?
So that's what people
Or-
would strap on, load up boxes, and hike to Chilkoot with.
Okay.
So that's dating
Wow.
back to 1898-99.
Huh.
That does not look like it.
Not very comfortable.
And you know they have to
Not-
bring a ton of supplies, so they have to do 50 trips up and down that trip.
Yeah. 1,000
And that's what
pounds
they would have
each.
strapped on their backs with a little bit of sheep wool there to keep a little,
Wow.
not to dig into your shoulders, I guess.
Tough men, eh? And women. Yeah.
You know, I don't even think we come close to that toughness today.
No, no.
I
They
don't know.
they didn't know
Maybe we're
the
tough in a different way, but not like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't know the pleasures we have.
Exactly, it
Of
was what they
heat
knew.
and
That's all it was.
transportation
That's what
and yeah.
they knew. Yeah, totally.
Wow. White Pass, Yukon route. Wow. So, an engineer's logbook belonged to Sid White.
The public places are different than private.
Look at that fridge dolly. Wow.
So the city of Dawson is on Front Street.
I've actually seen those
Have
before.
you seen the fire department?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a door on the side of the big doors.
Oh, yeah.
It's the city offices. City
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah.
So I would go there if you have some time on Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe go and ask if you want to know. They might be able to at least tell you where to look if they don't know.
Okay.
But that would be my guess.
Now this big baskets, are
It's a
they
wicker casket.
caskets, eh? That's what I was gonna ask.
Cheap, light, and easy.
Now, did they bury them in them, or did they just for when they're on display type?
No, I think they probably did. I think that was probably the cheapest thing you could get.
Wow. Well, it's biodegradable.
Yep, and it's, I guess. You're looking at that way. That's like recycling, or what is it, early on?
Oh, those are cool old goggles. Both of them. Now that's one of those doors from the
From the post office.
Post office, eh?
Yeah,
We just saw
brass. There were 1,700 installed in 1900 when they built the post
Wow.
office.
Huh. All right. Well.
See, you got lots of time to go to the Red Feather, but they ran out of booze yesterday. So
Am I allowed to bring my own?
no.
No, eh?
Probably not.
All right. So that was the storage, weather-controlled storage. That keeps it cool for all that stuff. And that orange building over there, that's the school. Robert Service School. Yeah. So right now we're behind the Eldorado Hotel. Taking the back alley. Dawson has back alleys. Most of the streets have back alleys. Alright, so we're at the Red Feather Saloon. It's next to the liquor store. Wine. There's a sign there. Red Feather Saloon. Wine, liquors, and cigars. So they sold cigars here too.
Hello.
How are you?
Peachy, how you doing?
Good.
Right on.
I'll have a sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla?
Is that
Make
a
it
drink?
two?
I used to hear
Make it
that in
two?
the old western.
I think so.
Is that
like,
alcoholic or?
I think it's like a root beer. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could make
Wow.
alcoholic. I'm
Throw
sure.
some whiskey in
Yeah,
it.
anything. Yeah.
Throw some wiki in it and I'll be good.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good.
Are you locals that I haven't met yet?
We are locals, but we are chichacos,
Okay.
not sourdoughs.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
we don't stay all year, right?
Okay.
So this is the saloon.
Yeah.
You put your foot up here.
Put your foot up here.
And
Spit your.
no, I won't spit.
If it's
Cigars
slow down
too,
in the
eh?
creeks, you might bet your buddy who can get closest to the spittoon from 10 feet away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some,
And not hit that big guy beside the spittoon.
Yeah. Oh, and some crazy little games they play. Like they used to bet like a few ounces of gold, let's say, so the equivalent of like thousands of dollars, depending on how bored they were or what was going on. The side of the head, the next person who came in, what side the head their hat was.
Oh, what side they're?
That would be, yeah.
So they would bet on everything, eh?
Pretty much for these places were, I mean, entertainment was pretty meager. New newspapers were non-existent, like after the last riverboats came in, pretty much got.
So they were isolated for months, and they would,
Yeah, and your only other entertainment, I guess, would be just sharing stories, right?
Yeah.
But if you're out in the creeks and you're either mining your own claim with you and maybe a couple people, or like your claim neighbor.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Carol. Good to see you again. That would be the best, and then at least you'd be taking any of the gold out of the ground for yourself. But there's some people working 20-person crews for somebody, and I don't know, you're working with the same people for 8 months in the winter, and you're just telling the same stories.
No entertainment.
Over and over and over again.
Remember that time I saw that bear?
People go crazy, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
You told me yesterday, Jeff.
Yeah. And the day before.
Yeah, exactly.
I had friends like that. Seemed the more we had, the more I heard those old stories come back.
Yeah.
That same old story. And then I said to them, let's go outside.
Yeah.
All right. So my camera stopped again. I think it's overheating. But we're leaving the Red Feather Saloon. And when you leave the saloon, where do you go, Matthew?
Ruby.
When you leave the saloon, you go to Ruby's. Ruby's is where they have the ladies of the night. So we're heading over to Ruby's for the open house. This is Bombay Peggy's, an operating pub and hotel. Bombay Peggy's at one time was also known as a brothel. There was a lot of brothels here, I guess, in Dawson City, with all the miners, the men working around. The boom lasted 3 years, but mining carried on for many years too. So across the street is Peabody's Photo Parlor. Peabody's is where Tina and I got our antique photo done. They did a great job, and this year we'll go get another one done. Okay, so this is Ruby's. It's open doors, and let's go in and have a look. It's in the process of being renovated for the parks. So there's some photos on the wall of what Ruby's would have looked like. There you go. Ruby has a really good reputation here of taking care of the miners, helping them keep their money while they were drinking so they wouldn't waste all their money. And I wonder if, was it in one of these walls that they found that dress, they said?
It is.
It is, eh?
Yeah, this is where the dress was pulled out of.
Okay.
Yeah, so this building was used by Ruby Scott as a brothel up until 1961. She lived in the building and turned it into just a regular boarding house for like her last 8 years here, and Parks Canada acquired it in the early 70s. So the photos that are pinned to the wall are kind of as it was when Parks Canada acquired it from Ruby, with Ruby's furnishings. She went into a nursing home, and the flood of '79 really kind of decimated the foundation here, so they kind of stripped it all, put all the furnishings in storage, and it recently underwent foundation and building envelope renewal.
Okay.
But we've left it as a blank space, blank slate to contemplate new, future alternative use of the building. Like, you know, it could be anything.
So it's Parks Canada is
Parks Canada
rebuilding
owned, but
yeah,
so
nice.
we've invested into the stabilization of the structure, but you know, through either partnership, private investment, or Parks Canada investment, you know, we're hoping to breathe new life into the building. But
nice.
Just kind of determining what that could be, what that could look like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Welcome
that's
to go
neat.
upstairs as well. It's kind of the original floor plan from when Ruby was using it as both private residence and boarding house.
Okay.
Boarding
Okay.
house.
I heard, and I heard that she really took care of the girls and the minors.
Very
and
much so. She's really
was
well respected in the community, and generous to a fault, and really thought she was providing a service to the community of Dawson, keeping Dawson's women safe, and also attending to the needs of men. And that was like her philosophy, and it was very much accepted and tolerated. And she's a community member.
And she would hold their money for them while they'd go out drinking and make sure they had money when the next day came.
Definitely.
Yeah,
She'd
that's
have
what I heard.
warm cookies for kids after school. You just knock on the back door, and she always had cookies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so just a real,
I wish Ruby was my grandma.
No kidding.
Must have been a lot of hanky-panky in these rooms. Well, one of them was probably Ruby's room. Probably off limits. Oh, and this was a bathroom. Huh. I see a pin-up girl on the wall behind the bath. Another one up there. Yeah. All pin-up posters on the walls in the bathroom. This must have been Ruby's room. Huh. And then this is neat, eh? Wow. This is just too cool.
Only one person on there.
Matthew's afraid this is going to fall off.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the girl sat on these window ledges. Come on in. Hey? Wow. These windows need cleaning too. I'm a window cleaner. And the old furnaces, I guess. Wonder if that was a wood.
Is that part of it?
Yeah, that's where it would have been, I guess.
That's big.
Yeah. So it doesn't catch.
Like to do.
So it doesn't catch fire, Matthew. It keeps the pipe away from any wood around it. Wow, there was probably a ceiling at one point. All right, well, this is Ruby's. think I had one of those when I was a kid growing up in my basement. Thank you. All right, so that was a quick romp through the brothel known as Ruby's.
People selling flowers.
Here's the outside of it. Yeah. So also another story I heard about Ruby's was that every year the RCMP would come and they would raid her brothel and charge her, and she would have to make her way into Whitehorse for her court date, and they would give her a fine and she would pay it off, and that was it. They'd leave her alone for another year. And she had done that for years. Every year have to make her way into Whitehorse.
Oh, why couldn't you pay her fine at the post office?
Because she had to go to the courthouse in Whitehorse. There was no court out here. So I guess she had to go to court in Whitehorse. But anyhow, that's it for today's Dawson City walking tour. Gonna go back to the trailer and grab a quick bite to eat and get back to work. So, ciao for now. Or ciao till the next video, actually. Dan the Van Dan and Matthew, talk to you later.